Let's wrap that shit up. I'm an artist. That's why I was attracted to T.I., attracted to Dr. Umar, attracted to Chief, attracted to Malcolm X, Farrakhan, Country Wayne, Chris Tucker, Will Smith. We're always attracted to ourselves, but it's only the people that believe that they can be what they're looking at that actually become that. A lot of y'all love Beyonce because she can sing. Nigga, that's because your ass can sing, but you don't believe in your voice. That's what separates you from Beyonce, a belief in your voice. You think she sing better than you. How's somebody gonna sing better than you? Oh, you want to play? You want to play? You want to play? All right, yeah. You want to play? I let your ass go, but you came back. Okay. How can somebody sing better than you when literally nobody else's voice can sound like yours because your voice is that unique? Y'all weird me out. How can somebody sing better than somebody when it's the uniqueness that we're looking for? Even though we share 99.9% of the same genetic material, that it is that 100th of a percentage that allows us to have this color amongst ourselves called humanity. Nobody can sing like you. You up here looking at Chris Brown. Oh, he can dance so good, but can't nobody dance like you though. What makes Chris Brown is his belief in Chris Brown. He believes in Chris Brown. And so everybody else does too. Nobody's gonna believe in you until you believe in you. So you up here waiting for somebody to come say you're great, but you don't believe it. In order for somebody to come believe it, you gotta believe it first. What is y'all waiting on? If you don't believe, it's never gonna be real. It's never gonna be real. Believe and believe and believe and believe and act on those thoughts. Actually, when you believe, you act. Believe, act, do it, be it. Or go out here with everybody else and pretend to be mediocre. You're a musician pretending to work on the highway. Look at you. You hate every day. Why are people's lives miserable? Because they refuse to live in their purpose. They refuse to be what their heart and their mind is calling them to be. Appreciate that, goddess. Now, which call are you going to answer? The job or your damn soul? It's up to you. But the more, it don't matter how much money you make. It don't matter how many degrees you get, how many houses you get, how many businesses you open. If you are not doing your purpose, you are dead, and you will be dead. And that's why they say a coward dies 1,000 times. But a brave person only dies but once. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. And what they're talking about, appreciate that, Cali girl, are those people. Because every time you go to work, you die. Because you're telling your purpose, I can't do it. So you're dying. Every time you go to work, every time you do what you know you're not passionate about, but you're in the fear of making money, you're dying. You die 1,000 deaths. But the person that has the courage to live their real life, not trying to find a corner to live in the system, they only die but once. And truthfully, they don't die at all because Nipsey Hussle's still alive. Because Nipsey Hussle spent his life being Nipsey Hussle, not a fucking cashier. Dr. Sebi's still alive because he spent his life being Dr. Sebi. Kanye will never die. Tupac is still alive to this day. That's a damn shame that Tupac is having more of an impact on life and humanity than you. And that nigga died when he was 25. That's some sad shit. I want you to think about that. For those of you that are 40, 50, and 60, you didn't do shit. You were a fucking waste. In 25 years, Tupac has been dead for damn near 30 years. And in 25 years, he's still impacting more people dead than you have alive. That's some sad shit. You should die today. You should die today. Because you're not living. You're already dead. That's some sad nigga. Tupac only was 25. And 30 years after his death, he's still affecting people. And in 60 years, nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. You haven't impacted nobody. But you just gonna mosey on to work. Like that counts for something. When you give people their bag at Ross, they don't remember you when they leave the store. You didn't impact their life. Y'all think y'all helping humanity? Oh, you went and got somebody a 9.5 out the bag. You went and got somebody a 9.5 out the back. You didn't impact nobody's life. You go get carts out the parking lot at Walmart and Whole Foods. Nipsey Hussle still alive. Tupac still alive. Dr. Sebi still alive. Kevin Samuel still alive. And you've been dead this whole time. You still dead. You still dead. You really think you alive because your body moving and you can eat. You dead. If you have not made an impact on humanity, you're dead. So go pretend.
Is a lot
like you're
of
having a good time.
Spiritually dead.
You're dead. You die 1,000 deaths. That's a damn shame. The nigga from Black Panther still alive.
Wow.
I hope you have the capacity to move past your pride.
Guys, can you hear it? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up.
And really look at how much you're bullshitting. Because what's the difference between Nipsey Hussle and you? What's the difference between Dr. Sebi and you? Why aren't you great? Just literally ask yourself, why am I not great? Why are you driving trucks? Because you's a bitch.
Thank you, guys. Hi, Freedom. I'm not gonna leave the video up. I just wanted to just play some of the stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete it after.
Look at Kanye. Kanye is never gonna die. Kevin Gates is never gonna die. Because they had the courage to break out of the limitations that society loves putting on people. You hear them. You should get a job. See, regular people will always advise you to be regular. Never take advice from regular people. Because they can only tell you how to be regular. Never take advice from society. Because they can only tell you how to be a part of society. Look at Nipsey. Look at Dolph. Dolph ain't never gonna die. Dolph, how in the world Tupac put out more music after he died than you did your whole life? Tupac got more songs than you. I'm talking to the musicians out there. Tupac got more songs than you did.
It's on my iPad.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
I mean,
now you got
laptop.
2 choices. Either you can run your whole ass back to your mediocre, comfortable corner, being average, doing average things, or you can really look at yourself and ask yourself, damn, why ain't I being great?
On my tablet,
why ain't I being
his
me?
eyes is not foggy, but
because you being you is actually enough.
On my
it's the only way for you to be great.
Laptop, it is. It's clear on my iPad.
There's no growth and comfort. As hard as it may be, you're going to have to let go of money as your primary motive and driving force in life. Because if you notice, the people that chase money the most never have it.
That's true.
Look at all the niggas talk about I'm getting to the money. They never get to it. Chase, I'm getting that bag. They never get it. Because people that chase money never get it. It runs farther and farther away from them.
That's absolutely true. I'm a witness to that.
When you in your purpose, everything will come to you. You don't have to chase shit. What you need to be chasing is your own
God, I was making
growth
6 figure a year, and I was so miserable.
If you're going to chase anything, chase you, nigga. Because guess what? Guess what? What's up, Prince? Guess what? One, let me make this statement. Let me make this really clear. I fucking hate average people. I hate the average employee. I hate the average American. I hate average in every sense of the word. I hate normal.
It's my computer.
I hate regular.
Because it's not happening
and I hate
on my
mediocre.
iPad.
Never take advice from these people because they only know how to suggest you to be the same as they are. Number 2. What's up, Hood Witch? Number 2. You have to be able to see the greatness in yourself before anybody else will ever come up to you and tell you how much they changed their life. You have to believe you can change lives before somebody even ever gonna come up to you and tell you you changed their life. You're gonna have to believe you great before anybody ever comes and tells you you great. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You watching everybody around you do great. Appreciate that, Scholar. You watching everybody around you do great things. You want to hide and be regular, huh? A lot of y'all afraid to fail, but you live. Every day you don't chase your dreams, you fail. You are a failure. It's the difference between failing and being a failure. A failure is somebody who's completely given up on the pursuit of their passion and their purpose. Everybody that's going to work, you're a failure. And it's your choice, and I don't feel sorry for you. But those that are failing, you're on your way to success because you're learning from your failures and you're moving in that right direction. But those of you that have given up on your dreams to be a mediocre citizen in society, taking it, playing it safe, you're a failure. You're a loser. You're a coward. You're dead. And you don't even deserve to talk. Because every time you open your mouth, you can only direct people to where you are. If you're average, it should be illegal for you to talk. Because what can you tell people other than how to give up on their dreams like you did? It should be fucking illegal for average people to talk. Because every time you open your mouth, you're destroying somebody's dreams because you don't go after yours. This is by default. This may not be something you're conscious of, and it may be normal behavior for you. But if you're going after your dreams, get away from people that don't live theirs, because they will subconsciously talk you out of your shit. They will tell you everything you can't do and that you shouldn't do, and will have nothing to say about what's possible. Anybody that's giving up on themselves cannot motivate you. Get the fuck away from these people. Anybody that has given up on themselves cannot motivate and inspire you. Get away from these loser ass, regular ass people. I don't give a shit how big your goal is. You better die going after that motherfucker, because if you die not doing it, you going to fucking hell. You going to fucking hell. Because you're already living a life of hell. Listen to me. You better shoot for the fucking moon, because even if your ass miss, you still gonna land amongst the stars. Aim high, nigga, because if you miss, even if you miss, you gonna be higher than the rest of these bum ass playing it safe, aiming low little bitches out here that you see every day working at Walmart and working at McDonald's. I don't give a fuck, because everybody doing it. See, subconsciously, it's human behavior to do what everybody else is doing, because that's how we're wired. But people, we have an infection of mediocrity. We have an infection. We're infected with fucking average. We're infected with regular. We're infected with playing it safe. Les Brown said that most people don't aim too high and miss. He said most people aim too low and actually hit the fucking target. Most people wake up and they aim low as fuck. It's Friday. People about to get off work, and guess what their aims are? To go to the fucking club. And do what? You know, most people getting ready to go out to eat tonight and celebrate being fucking regular. Most people about to relax this weekend as if they in a position to relax.
Frida, you are full of jokes, girl.
You know, some people about to chill this weekend. Most people aim too low. Don't be afraid to aim high, because even if you miss, you will be better off than these mediocre bastards out here. Don't feel sorry for being disgusted. I know a lot of y'all have felt bad for being disgusted by people and their average minds, but you're supposed to be disgusted by it, because it reminds you of a part of yourself that you don't fucking want to be. You're supposed to be disgusted by regular people. Don't feel bad about that. You're supposed to be disgusted by mediocre people and people that just want to do the mundane, eat, sleep, shit, and work. You're supposed to be mad. It's okay to be fucking angry. It's okay to be mad, because you're getting mad at a part of your own self that you refuse to be. It's okay to be angry. It's just about how you deal with that anger. Use that fucking anger to fuel your greatness. Use that disgust for regularness, because you're not even really disgusted with other people. You're disgusted with the idea of being regular in your own self. Use that to fuel your greatness. Use that shit to get you not to watch. Who gives a fuck about the damn NBA championship? Who gives a fuck about the Super Bowl? What is that doing for me? See, most losers spend all their life watching winners. And that's why they never win. Not about to spend my life watching a nigga win. Not about to spend my life watching winners. I'm about to start winning. Niggas is fascinated. Losers is fascinated with winners. Winners focus on winning. Losers focus on winners. There's a big difference. And listen, small minds discuss people. Whenever you see somebody exposing somebody else, whenever you see somebody breaking somebody else down, that's a small mind. Average minds discuss events and what's going on. But brilliant, great minds are always discussing ideas, elevation, growth, self-development. Nigga, I've gotten so sick with my own bullshit that I would not tolerate it out of nobody. I have gotten sick I got so sick of me pretending to be average, being okay with going to the club and going out to eat and just doing the same shit and smoking. I want more for myself. It's not to outdo nobody. It's not to be better than nobody. I want better for my own fucking self. Appreciate that, Hood Witch. I want better for my own fucking self. And I'm very selective with where my time and energy goes. See, people who can't keep up try to slow you down. But they can only slow you down as much as you allow them. People can only slow you down as much as you allow them. I have a zero tolerance for ignorance. I have a zero tolerance for average. I have a zero tolerance for gossip. I have a zero tolerance for stupidity. Too busy. My greatness is dependent upon my focus. I can't afford. I can't afford to be slowed down. I can't afford. I can't afford to argue. I can't even afford to argue no more. I can't afford. Because every moment I waste distracted is a moment I could have invested to my own greatness. This is my life. I don't keep track of beans. I don't do PKs. I don't monitor the chart, the tier chart. I don't do none of that. I do this no matter where I go. All right, my bad, 100. You don't have to pay me to do this. I don't even have to be on live to do this. I did this in basic training when there was no cameras. I learned this from Life.
And see, that's the
Life.
difference between him and Nature Boy. See, he's more humble. Guys, if you want to go ahead and even though I might come on tonight, but if you want to go ahead and see if we can break it apart, Freed, if you want to come on, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the link. Anyone that wants to come on and go ahead and talk about what he was talking about. He's calling it, planting seeds. And like I said there and say, sometimes you have to learn how to move the person out the way in order to get the message. And God can use whomever he pleases. Whomever he pleases, he has no respect of a person. And when it comes to some of his teaching, it is an eye open, you know, and if they only would have stayed on that track, because he's totally different from what Nature Boy is. He's more humble than what Nature Boy is, where Nature Boy, when with his teaching, what he did was he made it more of a show. And like some of the stuff, like I said, I do understand how you can take the foolish things of this world to conform the wise. And you know Nature Boy, what he did was he put himself in. So like I said, I don't know. All I just know is some of the stuff that he's teaching, it does make sense. And when he was talking about death, I understand what he said about the death. He was talking about, more of a spiritual death, because just because when we die in a natural, right here, that does not mean that, that's it, because I believe in eternal death. I'm pretty sure everyone knows how I feel about the jury. Yes, we do know. We could see it right now, Frida, but like I said, each his own, and I don't know. But I try to see the good in everyone, because we all have fallen. None of us have arrived. And when I saw his teaching, which I'm gonna go ahead and delete it, because I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys hear some of the stuff that he was saying on Big O Live. But I'm not gonna leave it up, because in that case I should have left up all my other videos. Why would I delete my videos and then go ahead and redo the same thing over and over? But I just wanted you guys to see some of the stuff that he was talking about. And we all have our opinion of how we feel, and at the end of the day, it's just an opinion. So guys, what you think about it? Because we already know how Frida feels. And like I said, at the end of the day, they are grown people, and that's their life. And I believe that it's going to be a time one day that we all going to be able to come together on one accord. And we're going to be able to exit out of Babylon. And when I say Babylon, I'm talking about Babylon of the mind, and I'm also talking about with the government, because the government is nothing but a plantation. I truly believe that. And all the stuff that you are seeing, and how they saying that if you do this, you do that, then things is going to change. No, long as you a part of that system, you'll never see a change. The only way that you're going to see a change when we come together in unity, because when we come together in unity, and I can't say that time and time enough, there's power. But long as we thinking that these people gonna see us out, oh, is he's the one? Oh, is that one the one? These people are not thinking about none of us. All they thinking about, just like I say, is their families. You right, you right. Like I said, when Frida said that the devil can't teach me anything, but we got a bunch of devils walking around us right now, and we don't even want to come out of it. And when I look at the black man, I would never ever look at the black man as the devil. because he's closer to earth. His melanie is his protection. So I would never look at the black man as the devil, because when God made them, he made them in the image of him. Now we can have devilish ways because of our oppressors. And some of you guys may not see it like that, but that's the way that was given to me. When I look at the black man, I look at the black man as God, not the big old God, not Almighty God. But I believe that when the Most High God made him, he made him in his own image. And he said that when he made the black man, it was good. And I believe the black woman, she is Mother Earth. But because of the things that had happened to us, our history was overturned. We adapted some of these ways. And that's why we cannot come out of her. Because we're so content. It could be, we all have our opinions of things, because until the Most High God come and make it right, we all have an opinion, because we don't know. None of us know, because our history was overturned. Our culture, our religion, everything was overturned because of the real devils, the ones that we sat there and give a pass, put their foot on us, did everything that they can possibly do to us. But we turn the other cheek on them. They have been suppressing us for over 400 plus years. But we still wants to sit at the table. We still wants to sit at the feet of our master while he throws us a few crumbs here and there. But when it comes to our own people, we won't give them a pass. We'll hunt them down until kingdom come. And I believe that this is the time right now where we could sit there and come together, because it's here. It's right here in front of our face. We see those demons. They're not hiding anymore. Those devils are not hiding anymore, because they know that their time is almost up. So what they're doing now, they are seeking whom they can devour. They have oppressed, suppressed, did so much stuff to us, where we don't know if we coming or going. We don't know if we in or out, because of the damage that they have done. And yes, I blame them on everything. Everything I blame them for. Because of what they did to our forefathers. And that residue have fallen on us. Yes, they did. They have mixed with the real children. Them demons, them fallen angels have mixed with the children of Israel, with us. They have. But you're gonna know them by the fruit that they bear. Because the devil is not going to tell you to come out. He's going to tell you to continue wallowing in your mess. He's not here to protect you. He's here to kill, steal, and destroy, to seek you out. And as you say often, Lady D, we need to chew on what is needed and spit out the rest. That's it. Because none of us know the truth. None of us know what really was going on. Because our history was overturned. But we know right from wrong. We know what feels good. We know what don't feel good. We know what's hot. We know what's cold. We know the difference between good and bad. So we know all that, then we should know how to chew and spit out. Like I told you guys, I have a spiritual trash can right there on the side of me. When I don't like it, honey, I throw it right there in my spiritual trash can. 10 points, 5 points. Because we don't know who is who. Because I told you guys that the devil is not going to come with that red suit and that pitchfork. That's not the devil. The devil going to be looking just like you and I in a two-piece suit. Dressed up. Looking just like the normal person. The angel of light. What you call beautiful. That's how the devil disguises himself. That's why we think anything that's light and close to white is beautiful. Anything that have blue eyes, straight hair is beautiful. Because that's the deception that they wanted us to have. Anything that's black, big nose, nappy hair, that's ugly. That's the devil. But the biggest demons are walking right amongst us. And we praising them. But anything that's blue is nothing but a delusion. It's no such color as blue. That's a delusion. It's weak. But see, we don't take the time to study and get to know who we are. Our dark eyes, our dark melanin eyes is dominant. But yet we gonna call the blue eyes beautiful eyes. That's weak. Blonde hair. I'm a cosmetologist. I've been a cosmetologist for almost 40 years. Since I was 16 years old. Anything that's blonde is dead hair. Dead hair. So we sit there and we glorify. We got people darkening all outdoors, but want to walk around with dead hair. Blonde hair, that's dead hair. Anything that does not have pigment in it is dead. But we call it beautiful. And that's why we are so easily to be deceived. Because anything that's close to this European standards is beautiful. And that's why the devil can deceive so many. Because he comes as an angel of light. Many would say that they know who God is, but God gonna say, "Get behind me, you work of iniquity. I never know you." He even said there, many gonna say, "Lord, Lord." And he's gonna say, "I never knew thee." Because we have our pickers and choosers. We call good evil and evil good. We all have skeletons in the closet. None of us are perfect. We all did some stupid stuff. Frida said he admitted to preying on his little sister, then recanted his story. He asked his sister. His sister said it never happened. We saw pictures where him and his sister was together recently. But you still can't nail him to the cross. They got Catholic churches right now where they preached and did so many stuff to these little boys, and the church is still up and running. People still bringing their children to church, to whatever they call it, these Catholic churches. Nothing said. And they had whole documents about stuff like this. Look at all the stuff that's going on with R. Kelly. I made several of videos. I wish I would have never deleted my videos. One thing that I can say about this girl that took my money, Sweet Pea Diary, she was right when she told me don't delete my videos. And I'm big enough to say yes, she was right on that part. For me deleting all my videos, because that was the devil had wanted me to do that. But when I made that video about R. Kelly, when they had arrested him and showed those tapes, those VH1 tapes that Jim Duragas had gave to Micah Avenatti, and then he gave it to this DA, this black DA. When I saw those tapes, I said, those tapes are Photoshop. I said, those tapes are not real. You mean they arrested this man over some 40-year-old tapes that they found? And then the thing about it, that Jim Duragas was the one who gave it to Micah Avenatti. And we know Jim Duragas, and I might be pronouncing his name wrong, but he's been stalking Ari Kelly from day one. But yet we believe everything that this man has said. Now they found out that the tapes was not legit. Those tapes was edit and paste and copy. They don't even know if that was R. Kelly. They saying that R. Kelly, that was not even R. Kelly that they put on those tapes. People can do stuff like this, but we bit off of that lie. We helped persecuted that man. We helped nail that man to the cross over something that had happened over 40-something years, and he was acquitted for that. But we was the one. It wasn't the white people. It was us. We the one put our foot on our brother's neck. And guys, I was not even going to go there because my show starts at 7:00 at night. But enough is enough. It's time for our people to sit there and stop sitting there trying to tear one another apart. When a white person pat another white person on the back, it means that I want to learn from this person. But when a black person pat another person on the back, they're not going to pat him. They're going to stab him in the back. We're going to stab each other in the back. But the white person, when they pat each other on the back, it means that I want to learn from that person. We have that slave mentality, that crab in the bucket mentality. That's why I say all the time, be careful who you have holding up your ladder. Because the same person that's holding up your ladder is the same ones that's going to shake you right off it. Because we don't want to see each other make it. We still sitting on the plantation. And that's why we don't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. We'll never have nothing with this type of thinking. That's why I say when it comes to my platform is you go eat the meat. Ain't no babies in here. Because enough is enough. And yes, I take it very personally, especially when it comes to helping each other. Because my ministry is to help one another. When I hurt, you should hurt. That's how it should be. That's why I say this generation right here may not even cross over. Only a remnant. And that's who I'm speaking to today. Only a remnant. A remnant that been through hell and back. A remnant that's been hanging on the outskirts of hell. But the Most High God snatched them back and cleaned them up. And breathed new life into them. And say, you can begin again. I'm not talking about the ones that constantly around trying to put their foot on each other's neck. But let the white man just slide on by. When he tell you to jump, you say, oh, massa, how high you want me to jump? You a bug dance for him, but you will rip each other apart. You will hand your own over to him on a silver platter. Wake up, guys. You fighting the wrong people. Those are not your enemies. Your enemies is the ones that their children is still reaping off of your ancestors. We spend, I said, $1 billion a year just on foolishness. Now I found out is $1.6 trillion. $1.6 trillion that we spent a year. Black people spent a year on foolish stuff. That's enough right there where we can start building on each other's, building black businesses, building schools, building banks. We can be the new Black Wall Street, but not with this attitude, not with this mindset, because all we're going to do is hand it back over to massa, because we have that stinking mindset still on the plantation, chains still on your mind. Oh, yes, we will tear each other down. We will rip each other apart. But yet, the white man, we'll let him slide on by. Look at Hugh Hefner. He died with his legacy, and he was doing even worse than what the Bill Cosby, even worse, and I'm going to say allegedly, what R. Kelly was doing. He even had photos, pictures of Brooke Shears when she was 16 years old, or 12 or 9, how old she was. Nothing happened. Elvis Presley, he claimed that he met his wife when she was 14 years old, but he didn't touch her until she got 18. But yet she was staying in his house. Oh my God. Come on, people. Do you believe that? Yeah, we're going to believe that. We're going to believe that. But let it would have happened to one of our own. Let our own would have been having a 14-year-old woman living in his house. Trust me. No way in the world that we would have allowed that to happen. But other people, we let them skate on by. Stop policing our own people. Let them police their people. Stop being the judge, the jury, and the executor when it's our people, but turn the other cheek when it's their people. Guys, this is sick. This is sick. We got our priorities all messed up. Look, we got the president, number 45. One of my truth seekers last night brought it to my attention how he had classification documents of nuclear stuff in his home. Had that stuff in his home, classified information in his home. Let it would have been Barack Obama. My God. We would have helped them nail our own people to the cross. That's just to show you some things that how we allow them to get away with, but our own people, we won't let them get away with nothing. Wake up. Wake up, people. Let these people do their own job. Because I don't know about you, but I serve a God that sits high and he looks low. So he sees everything. He does not need your help. So why? Why we keep putting our foot on each other's neck? Because of that slave mentality. But I promise you, Your melanin brothers and sisters are not the devil. God sealed that, honey. He sealed that with his love. Your melanin is liquid gold, and they want it. That's why they look at you as a nobody, a thug. But behind closed door, they envy everything about you. They envy everything about you. And that's why I told you the first gonna be last and the last gonna be first. Yes, we do. We serve a forgiving God. Hey, little boss lady, how you doing? We serve a forgiving God. But we have to stop looking at our brother as the enemy. We have to stop looking at the black man as the enemy. Because they want you to look at the black man as the devil, but he's not the devil. The black man is not the devil. His melanin protects him as the apple of God's eye. Everything about us is valuable. We are the lifeline to everything that exists. Without us, nothing will. We breathe life in everything. Everything. We are the salt of the earth. We are the city that's sitting on top of the hill that shines bright. But let them tell it to you. You're nobody. You're ugly. But yet they can't stay away from us. They cannot stay away from us. What if God sit there and take everything that they took from us, which it will happen because they're going to have to store it back to us 7 times anyway. All the diamonds, all the oil. Where you think all that stuff comes from? It comes from Africa. All the resources comes from Africa. Africa is the breadbasket. If Africa cut them all off, no one will survive. No one. But the reason why we don't know it is because we're too lazy to go and research. Like I told you guys, Google have a huge search engine. Use it. Use it. Because everything that these devils taught us was a lie, told us was a lie. Question everything that they told us. That's why I told you. I said, when it's time for us to start building back up, they cannot be a part of it. They can watch from a distance, and that's it. Because everything that they touch, hell follows. Look at Black Lives Matter. Let them in the mix. I promise you it's going to destroy it. Everything that they touch, it ends up biting us in the butt. So when we going to learn? Stop trying to be under these unequal yoke people. When the Most High God said what he's doing, he's separating the wheat from the tare, but yet we still cannot come off of Master Table. I told you guys the government is the biggest plantation. And all the ones that's working for the plantation, our people, is the Uncle Toms. They're going to come back into their community, which they done moved out, but they're going to come back in the community when it's time to vote and give you this gloom and doom story. If you don't vote for them, this is going to happen. But that's their job. And they've been doing this for centuries. Ain't no change at all. And long as we depend on that system, you will never see a change. Until, just like my sister had said, we have to birth out our own people. Because the Democrats, the Republicans, they are in the same boat. It's just one massa shows himself and the other massa hide behind sheep clothing. And the ones that sit there come with that big smile, them the ones that scares me the most. Because those are the ones that do the most damage. I'd rather know that you're a snake than sit there and hide behind sheep and wool clothing. I mean, a wolf in sheep clothing. Like I said, when it came to Donald Trump, I wasn't scared of him because we knew who he was. He didn't hide who he was. Just like Nature Boy. Nature Boy told you guys who he was, what's going to happen if you come near him. So it was your choice. That's just like your parents. Your parents said there, if you was a child and told you to don't go into the cookie jar, you go into the cookie jar, it's going to be consequences because you knew not to go in the cookie jar. Just like when you know the iron is hot. You touch the iron, you going to get burnt. So I'd rather know you a snake than hide behind these sheep clothing. But no, a person come to us with kind words, telling us what we want to hear. They know exactly how to woo us. We melt until they start showing their true colors. That's why I say, guys, we have a long ways to go. We have a long ways to go. We keep sitting there saying we ready. We ready to put our boots on the ground. How you ready when you still sitting at the table of massa? How you still ready when you cannot put down their false gods? We have billionaires, Michael Jordan, LeBron's, billionaires. We have enough money in the Black community to build up everything that we need. But we don't want to see each other prosper. But yet we want to complain. Have you ever noticed when you go into these beauty shops, they all, majority of them is Vietnamese? Or when you go get your nails done, you don't even see their nails. When you go in their restaurants, you don't even see them sitting down in their restaurants eating. You don't see people coming, other people with those Koreans coming in and eating in their own restaurants. No, you don't see these people eating there. Why? Because what they do is they take your money and put it into their community. Because they know we are some flashy people. They know exactly what attracts us. And I understand because the Most High God gave me a revelation. Why are we so attracted to bling bling? Because the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. Everything that is on this earth was ours. Our forefathers, before they became slaves, they were sitting on diamonds. But they didn't glorify it until the white man sat there and carved it into an image. Remember, he gave us all that. It was all ours. So why are we chasing after something that was already ours? Look at solar. The minute when solar came out of the yoke of Nature Boy, the first thing that he did was went to the dentist and put diamonds all over his teeth. Now you've been in captivity for almost 3 years. 3 years. And the first thing that you do when you come out of carbonation, out of captivity, out of a hard taskmaster, Nature Boy, taskmaster, Nature Boy, the first thing that you want to do is put diamonds in your teeth. All the knowledge that they claimed that they had, but when he come out, he want to do some stupid and foolish things. No, I wouldn't take them serious either. I wouldn't take them serious because of the actions. You would know them by the fruit that they bear. Why would I want to sit there and take words from somebody, let someone teach me, when the minute he come out, he wants to sit there and look like a plantation Negro? Because that's exactly, you should frown at these type of people, but we glorify those type of people. We glorify those type of things when they got the bling on, when they got the Armani and the Versace and the finished suits and driving Rolls Royce and living in a mansion. We glorify people like that. But notice half of those people that's blinging, living in a mansion, but don't have no business. Don't have no business, don't have nothing to leave for their children. They don't have nothing to show for. Have you ever thought of that? Have you ever thought about that? We glorifying these people, but these people don't have nothing to show for, because it's all on their back. Their entire investment is on their back. And them white folks, honey, trust me, they are laughing. They are laughing. Because while you put it in your mouth and on your back, they leaving legacies for their children, all for your money. They make those things just for you guys. Wake up. But see, you guys don't want to hear this. You guys don't want to hear me talk about nothing like this. Because, like I told you, drama sells. Anything that's dealing with waking up our people, you don't want to hear it. And Tasha K said the same thing. Tasha K say, long as she would be talking about her people, everybody, her numbers was going up. Everybody was happy. White and black was happy. But this minute when she started talking about white people, they start calling her out on it. Because see, they can laugh at us because we entertainers. To them, we are entertainers. We are a joke. They don't take us serious. But start talking about them. Start laughing at them. Then you're gonna see those teeth coming out. Those horns start sticking out. But we ain't gonna go that way. We're not gonna go that way. We're not gonna mess with them. We only gonna mess with our own people. That's why we quick to call each other the devil. Notice that we don't never call none of the other side, the other one. Very suddenly, we will call them the devil. But we'll be quick to call our own the devil. Very quick. Because of that slave mentality. But like I said, we already on the plantation. But it's time for us to sit there and get up, dust ourselves, and exit. And I'm not talking about exit to Africa. When the Most High God say, when He made man, He gave them dominion over the entire planet, the entire earth. Everywhere we go is ours, guys. Didn't I just tell you that? The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. The world and everything that dwells in it is ours. It's ours. When are we going to wake up to see it? When? We have eyes and can't see. We have ears and we cannot hear. We deaf and blind. We deaf and blind over the things of this world. But let a minute our own do something. We start seeing and we start hearing. Ready to go hand them over to Massa on a silver platter. Just to show you we live in a sick world, a sick generation. Still got the residue of Massa on us. While he's working overtime on you. Like I told you, old Massa don't have to do anything anymore. All he have to do is just sit under the tree, cock his legs up, and drink his lemonade. Because we doing the job for him. We doing the job for him. All that stuff that's going on right now, we helping them. We helping them do their job. But we don't see it. Because anything that's white is right. So on that note, guys, you all be blessed. And I might come on at 7 o'clock. Like I said, I'm here from 7 to 8. That's when I go ahead and start my show. But this right here, I'm gonna go ahead and edit a lot of stuff off it because I just wanted to go ahead and just let you hear some of the stuff that True was teaching, as he say, planting seeds. But some of it I might go ahead and leave on, and some of it I might go ahead and exit. So on that night, so on that note, guys, you all have a good day and enjoy the rest of your day. See you tonight. All right, bye.